It was a warm summer afternoon. The sun gently streamed through the window, filling the house with peaceful warmth. Edward excitedly ran toward his father. Something inside him was bubbling with excitement. With enthusiasm, he began explaining, "Dad, I found an amazing investment opportunity." His father listened curiously yet calmly to what Edward was saying. Edward said eagerly, "Saman found a great stock. If I put all my money in it, our money will double." Edward looked at his father, his eyes full of hope and excitement. His father smiled softly and said, "Edward, do you know why you shouldn't invest all your money in one place?" Edward shrugged. "Well, not exactly. What's the worst that could happen?" His father stood up with a mysterious smile. "Let me show you something." His father returned from the kitchen holding a few eggs and 2 baskets. He began placing eggs into one basket, saying, "Imagine these are your savings." He handed Edward the basket and continued, "Now, if something bad happens, what do you think will happen?" His father pretended to slip gently and bumped into Edward. The eggs spilled from the basket onto the floor, breaking apart. Edward sadly looked at the eggs. "Oh no, they're all broken." His father brought more eggs, this time dividing them into 2 baskets. His father said, "Now imagine you've invested your money in different places." He knocked one basket from Edward's hands, but the second basket remained safe. Pointing at the safe eggs, his father said, "See what happened?" Edward smiled, nodding as he finally understood the point. His father said gently, "It's exactly the same in investing. It's called diversification." Edward eagerly looked at the eggs and said, "I understand now, Dad." His father warmly smiled, placing a hand on Edward's shoulder. Edward looked confidently at his father and said, "I'll never put all my money in one place again." As the sun began to set, the warmth of a valuable lesson filled the home, a lesson Edward would remember forever. If you liked this video, hit like. It's free, I promise. Don't forget to subscribe, or YouTube might ghost you. And ring the bell, so you don't miss out like an investor who forgot to check the market. I hope you enjoyed this story, but let's see what we actually learned. Lesson number 1. If someone ever tells you, "Hey, put all your money into this one stock. Trust me, it'll double in a month," take out your phone, snap a picture of them, and post it on Instagram with the caption, "The biggest risk, taker of the century." Because people like that usually either disappear in a month or go on a meditation retreat in the mountains of Tibet. Lesson number 2. If you put all your savings in one thing, the same thing will happen to your money as it did to those poor eggs. One bad news report, one economic crash, or one gust of financial wind and your money is gone. So instead of crying over spilled eggs later, make smart choices now. Lesson number 3. Even if you diversify, you still need to know what you're doing. Don't just randomly spread your money across Bitcoin, beekeeping, a coffee shop, and a hardware store in your grandpa's village. That's not an investment strategy, that's a wild adventure. So, in short, be smart with your investments, manage your risks, and never put everything in one place. Now tell me, how do you invest? Maybe you know a trick we don't.